current year. As the information given already in the problem, you have to prepare budgeted sales for the current year. Well, product M, let me go for that. Product M, 6000 units is actually given in the problem at the rate of rupees 9. So it comes to 54,000. And product N, 2250 is the budgeted sales for the period as it is given in the problem. 2250 at the rate of rupees 42 is given, and the value comes to 94,500. 2250 multiplied by 42 rupees, and it comes to 94,500. Whereas if for in Kerala state, the product M estimated or budgeted sales for the current year is 9,000 units, and rate per unit again 9 rupees, it comes to 81,000. Well, for product N, 3,750 units budgeted sales for the current year, and 42 rupees rate per unit, and the value comes to 1,57,500. 3,750 multiplied by 42 rupees, it comes to 1,57,500. And now actual sales figure information is also given, where you can calculate by giving information in the problem. 7,000 units given in the actual sales figure of product M in Karnataka, and the rate per unit is 9 rupees, and it comes to 63,000. Well, 1200 is the product N number of units which is actual sales occurred in the current year, and 42 rupees is the rate per unit. 1200 multiplied by 42 rupees, it comes to 50,400. And similarly, you have to go for next one, Kerala. So in the Kerala month, actual sales figure is, it is given in the problem, actual sales figure 10,000 units at the rate of rupees 9, and the value 90,000. Whereas N product in Kerala, the actual sales is 2,500 units at the rate of rupees 42, and the value is 1,05,000. 2,500 multiplied by 42, it comes to 1,05,000. Now the budgeted sales is the actual of our preparation, with sort of additional information is given to you. Keeping that, we have to calculate budgeted sales for future period. You need to calculate by considering certain adjustments. Let me go for that working note number 1. In the working note number 1, you need to calculate budgeted sales for future period of product M. So there is information given, the units get increases, sales figure of M products get increases by 10%. So product M in Karnataka state, right? There, product M, 6,000 units, it increases by 10%, that is 600. So why 6,000 budgeted sales plus 600, that is increased by 10%. So total 6,600. Again there is an additional increase because of advertisement given. The sales gets pushed up, that is by 500 units, as it is already given in the problem. This is because increase by advertisement. By giving advertisement, the sales gets pushed up. So the actual selling units for budgeted sales for the future period will be 7,100. So you have to take up that 7,100 units. And what is rate per unit? It is already mentioned in the problem that the rate per unit is 9 rupees for that product M, and as it has got a favorable demand in the market, and if its price is increases by 1 rupee, its sales will not be affected. So in the 9 rupees has been increased to 10 rupees. That is the additional information. And by this, the value of budgeted sales for the future period will be 71,000. Similarly, calculation of product N in the Karnataka state, the budgeted sales for future period in Karnataka state. The number of units presently they are selling is 2,250, the budgeted sales for the current year. And now budgeted sales for the future period, certain adjustment we have to consider. What is that? Budgeted sales for the current year is 2,250, which is going to be increased by 20%. It seems. Have a look in the problem. The Karnataka state, the sales is going to be expected to increase by 20%. So it comes to 450. And now 2,250, right? This is the budgeted sales of current year. Whereas additional 450, that is increased by 20%. Right, and it comes to 2,700 plus push up of sales due to the advertisement, that is 300. So it comes to 3,000 units. This is because increase by advertisement. So the budgeted sales for the future period is 3,000 units. 3,000 units. So take up that 3,000 units. And selling price, it was 42 rupees earlier, as it is mentioned in the problem. Have a look in the problem. That is, instead of 42 rupees, it is going to be decreased by 2 rupees. So the rate per unit for the budgeted sales for the future period, rate per unit for a product is 40 rupees. So 3,000 into 42 rupees, the value comes to 1,20,000. Similarly for Kerala for M month, so the 9,000 is the budgeted sales for the current year. Similarly, you have to do the another working note. Working note 3. For Kerala, what are the changes that we have to calculate? See, the product M is, in the budgeted sales for the current year is 9,000 units. And the sales get increases by 5%. Sales get increases by 5%. It comes to 450. Well, here 9,000, that is the budgeted sales for the current year, and additional increase now 5%, that is increased by 5%, that comes to 9,450. Due to increase of advertisement, the sales gets pushed up by 300. 300 units. So it comes to 9,750. So the units is 9,750 at the rate of rupees 10. So 9,750 you can multiply with the 10 rupees per unit. It comes to 97,500. Well, last the Kerala Yen product also we have to do in the same manner the additional calculations, here that is 3,750 product Yen in Kerala 3,750 and it increases by 10%, right? It comes to 375. And now 3,750, that is budgeted sales for the current year, plus 375, that is increase by 10%. It comes to 4,125. Due to the advertisement, there is increase by 350 additionally. So it comes to 4,475. So product N for the budgeted sales for the future period is 4,475 units at the rate of rupees 40, and the value comes to 1,79,000. So this is the budgeted sales for the future period. I hope you have taken the working note 1, working note number 2, working note number 3, and working note number 4 of product N. So keeping this in the solution in your mind, you can go ahead here. The budgeted sales for the future period 7,100 units and 3,000 units of product N in Karnataka, and Kerala 9,750 units, and about product N 4,475 units. The value gets the increases and changes here compared to the other two different figure, that is budgeted sales for the current year and actual sales for the current year. You can make it total of the value of the budgeted sales for the current year. The total value comes 3,87,000 total value, and about actual sales for the current year, the value comes to 3,08,400, and at last the value comes here 4,58,500. So this is the three different periods sales budgeted sales for the current year, actual sales for the current year, and budgeted sales for the future period. This is what actual requirement of your problem, which keeping the increase of sales, and as well as the due to advertisement, when sales get push up, the units of all these 3-4 figure gets increases. By this we can understand what are the things we have to follow while the preparation of the sales budget. Thank you.